I'm Mike Satterfield with thegentlemanracer.com, and in this series of videos powered by Shell V-Power, we're going to be taking you on some of the best road trips and some of the best sports cars in America. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're doing something a little different. We're on a road trip here in California. We're actually at Tuscadero, California, filling up some Shell V-Power. The MX5 we're taking is one of the best sports cars, and we're going to take you guys along with us on a road trip on one of the greatest driving roads in the country. We're headed from Tuscadero to Morro Bay, then up to Monterey, which in a few weeks will be hosting Monterey Car Week, one of the biggest car events for auto enthusiasts ever. We're going to show you what to do on your road trip up the coast on your way to Monterey. Filled up the car, got some snacks, let's hit the road. So our first stop is Morro Bay. If you actually have the time, it's a great place to spend a night or two. It's a beautiful little seaside community, has a lot of shopping and great restaurants. There's actually Morro State Park, but it's mainly known for Morro Bay rock, which is a gigantic rock formation that kind of anchors one side of the bay. It's very idyllic looking and picturesque, and just a beautiful place to spend some time. So if you have a little extra time on your Monterey road trip, stop off and spend another night in Morro Bay. So one of my favorite stops here along PCH is Morro Bay, and Morro Bay is one of the just coolest little seaside villages here in California. It's an actual functioning fishing village, so you'll see fishermen coming in every day, bringing their hauls in. There's fresh seafood at the restaurants, there's otters playing in the bay, and there's actually beautiful beaches and a state park right here too. So if you have time to stop on your trip up PCH, Morro Bay really needs to be on your list. So Cambria is another one of these little towns here on the Central Coast, and it's pretty special because when I was a boy, my family would come here on vacations, and my parents still vacation here pretty often. In fact, one of the last big family vacations we all had together was here to Cambria. It's just another little sleepy fishing town that has a lot of resorts and wineries, and is just one of these kind of isolated areas that doesn't really change all that much over the years. And it's just full of great driving roads like this. So you can't come to Monterey without visiting some of the little districts that make it so unique, like Fisherman's Wharf, or one of my favorites, Cannery Row. Now, Cannery Row is a fun little area that's got some great restaurants with seaside dining, some incredible hotels, lots of great shopping, so if you're looking for those road trip souvenirs. It's also home to the Monterey Bay Aquarium, which you can easily spend half a day at exploring and learning more about the ocean and the environment here in California. But since this is a road trip, let's jump back in the car and head to Pebble Beach to take on 17-mile drive.
Try to catch the feelings, you make me smile. I just stay a while. This is life in the Badlands. This is life in the Badlands.
So for this trip, we're driving the Mazda MX5. It's kind of the last of the inexpensive sports cars that you can just go out and buy as a daily driver or just for a second or third vehicle. I mean, at $27,000 starting price, it doesn't get any cheaper than that in the sports car market. Plus, it still has 181 horsepower, aluminum body, 6-speed manual transmission, and if you want an automatic, you can still get it with the paddle shifters. It's really kind of the last of the people's sports cars.
Making friends along the way. So pack your bags and let's leave for the day. Take your worries, make them go away. Turn the music up and let's escape. Let's escape. This is life in the Badlands, Badlands. Forget about the reason. Don't know what you're doing. But try to catch the feelings. You make me smile. I just stay a while.
So one of the drives you have to do when you come to Monterey is 17-mile drive. It is a scenic drive through basically Pebble Beach's private community, and you get to see the golf course, the coastline. It's one of the most beautiful drives you can possibly ever go on. It does cost you $10.75 though.
This is life in the Badlands. This is life in the Badlands. So take the leap, help us see. Take some time out of reach. You and me, wild and free. Just believe and follow me. This is life in the Badlands, Badlands. Forget about the reason. Don't know what you're doing. But try to catch the feelings. You make me smile.
So we're going to be ending our Monterey road trip by visiting a very special place called Santa Lucia Preserve. Now, this is a private country club and conservancy. Now, it's 20,000 acres, and the way the property's been designed, you don't see most of the homes. They're hidden up in the hills, so you really do feel like you're out in the wild. And the majority of the property, over 18,000 acres, is actually a reserve that is set aside for nature and is managed by the Santa Lucia Conservancy. Now, we're really excited to be here because not too many people get a chance to visit this property. We're going to be checking out the golf course, the equestrian center. If you do ever get a chance to come and play golf here or visit the property, take it because it is incredible. We're here at the Santa Lucia Preserve. It's one of the most exclusive golf courses on the Monterey Bay Peninsula, and it's absolutely gorgeous. We're here on the first tee, and if you think I'm exaggerating how beautiful this place is, just look. We're going to be spending the night in a 1920s hacienda, which was the original ranch house on this property, and it used to overlook the polo fields back in the roaring 20s. But for now, we're just going to have some dinner, wind down, and kind of reflect on how awesome our trip to Monterey was.